sourdough fresh from the Apex Bakery wood fire oven. I love how you can see how dark it is on one side, and it is the perfect piece of bread for bruschetta. Now, there's not much technique to this recipe. It really is about paying homage to gorgeous, fresh, local ingredients. And look at those tomatoes. These tomatoes are from just around the corner here. They got picked yesterday. And for me, tomatoes and bread just sings a warm, sunny day just like this. So for the bread, with a serrated knife, I'm just going to slice it straight down the center. I want to show you the inside of it. And I also want 2 large, chunky bits of bread. Have a look at that. See how it's got that perfect softness inside, the bubbles there, yet a really nice, crisp and solid crust. So 2 thick slices. You need it to be slightly thick because there are going to be tomato juices, and you do want the bread to soak up all that olive oil and vinegar and the tomato juices. So not too thin for this. Great. And I'll pop just a small drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. You want to use extra virgin olive oil for this because you want to taste its gorgeous flavours. Now I've got a hot grill here. You can do this on the barbecue, and then onto our grill pan. Press that down. That's going to take a few minutes on each side. While that's happening, let's get on to the tomatoes. So in a bowl, we're going to add a mixture of these tomatoes. So gorgeous heirloom tomatoes. With your tomatoes, if it's a really hot day and you're not going to eat them that day, definitely put them in the fridge. But before serving them, my trick is to bring them out and bring them to room temperature, just like strawberries. By doing that, you will get the full flavour of the tomato. When they're too cold, you really do miss out slightly on that gorgeous flavour. So just take the tops off. And look how red raw they are there. Fantastic. This is rustic style food. You don't want perfect slices. And look at these gorgeous little Roma tomatoes, these small ones here, perfectly ripe. We can cut them maybe into rounds, something different. You can see the juice is far less in these ones compared to those round heirloom ones. The cherry tomatoes, oh, they're just bursting with flavour too. So I'll cut them in half. Oh, gorgeous. And then out of all of these tomatoes here, my favourite would have to be this gem. You know, the uglier it is, the tastier it's going to be. Those perfect tomatoes, they're okay, but these are the true flavour of a tomato. I'm very passionate about my tomatoes. So again, we're just going to cut them and have a look at the centre of these tomatoes. Aren't they just beautiful? That purple colour combined with the red. Big, chunky pieces for this. So we've got a full bowl of tomatoes. Now I want to extract some of the juices out of here. And the best way to do that is with salt. So a pinch of salt, a small amount of pepper. I need some acidity in here, so I'm going to add some vinegar. Now this vinegar is from the markets here, the Barossa Valley markets. Again, trying to keep with as much local products as possible. It'll have a slight sweetness to it too. How cute is this little bottle? And a small drizzle. Some good quality extra virgin olive oil, drizzle that in, and some freshly picked basil. I'm going to add some now, and I may add a little more to garnish later on. So give this a toss, coat everything. Look how glossy that is. And this is why it's all about timing. So you want to leave this here for about 5 minutes, which gives me just enough time to flip the bread, cook it on the other side. So good. Okay, we've got some really good bread here. You can see it's charred on the outside. It's crispy. I love it. Now, while it's still warm, you want to grab a piece of garlic, and this garlic is new garlic, again from the Barossa. We'll cut it in half and just very gently press that garlic or wipe that garlic onto the bread. Now, these glorious tomatoes, see all this juice that's been extracted? That's mixed in with the olive oil and the vinegar. So we're just going to start piling that onto our bread with some of the juices there, a mixture of the tomatoes. And those juices, grab them, drizzle that over the top. And when you're in a fruitful region just like the Barossa Valley, you want to showcase what they do well. And here you can see they do great tomatoes, they do amazing bread. As my dad would say, you'd pay good money for that in a restaurant. It's true.